Welcome back, everyone, to Pontos Fathom Hobbies. This is Season 4, Episode 2 of Time of Legends Joan of Arc, and we are playing the Black Prince's Ride scenario. So this scenario takes us in August of 1356. We've got a number of citizens trying to make their way back to the center church. Last round, the bishop rang the bell, and mechanism goes in place where all of the peasants and citizens are rallying toward the church. So you can kind of imagine there are citizens like out in the battlefield that's just about to happen, and they're trying to take shelter in the church. Meanwhile, you've got the two armed forces, units in the town, English troops beginning to advance. So this could be our first combat round. Got a huge reserve army in the back. We're also trying to make use of the citizen to get to know the location of the cart so we can ambush that cart, which is the goal of the English. Before we get into round 2, quick shout out to Pontos Fathom Press. Disclosure from Necronomicon Fragment, Necromancy of Nyarlathotep, The Hermeticism of Hastur, Alchemy of Azathoth. These two books are available. Proof copies have been approved for publication, so they're in circulation, distribution. You can check out the direct links to buy them from us, but they'll be out on Amazon soon enough. Alchemy of Azathoth, it's in proof mode right now, so we're reviewing this one, getting it edited up. So go check out the bookstore link below, can help us out. We've got a Patreon below. We also run a podcast on that other channel, and for this channel, if you're into board games, lots of content out there. We're really into Joan of Arc. War of the Ring. We're starting to get to do some painting videos for a Song of Ice and Fire tabletop game. So go check out our other content, and we appreciate all your comments, likes, and subscribes. So let's jump into round number 2. I will advance the tracker. Let's check out some of these. We've got 2 potential actions here. We can do preserve the loot when defending, destroy an allied troop, or rushed. If the wagon is controlled by the English player, the wagon and all the units can move one area. So we can spend 2 stones to have the Earl of Suffolk move the wagon 2 spaces. Overwhelming presence, and enemy infantry units in the area adjacent to the Black Prince move one area towards the rally point. Okay, and then there's plunder. Double amount the tokens awarded for destroying units. Okay. And let's just check quickly on the French special actions here. We've got to the rescue. All cavalry units in the area maintain at least 1 French mounted knight. Ambush. Choose a forest area containing French units. Take those units and place them in any other allied or free forest area. Wow. And then a peasant militia or peasant units gain +1 attack, and mobilize the masses. For the remainder of the game, all peasants become peasant militia. Okay, so those are some cool upgrades that we can take advantage of. So let's start out with our council phase. We will turn up our round card, and we get 2 activations each. We were saving some activation last time, and we also both gained a charge order. So that's going to come into play at some point. Let's also get our War Council cards. Okay, so here, this is exactly what we're looking for, right? So we can change well, this is interesting, right? I think because we want to keep him at level 2, we have to do another coin here. So let's spend 1 of our coins for him to gain 3 experience, right? And then we can spend and then we will take the French will take 3 of these tokens, power tokens. So we get 3 power tokens. We can do some activities with those. Okay, so let's go and place our orders now. So we start out with, again, let's move our That's English orders, not French orders. So the French, again, they're going to do, actually this is English orders. I'm putting the wrong orders. This is our French orders. We'll have these mobilized forward, and we'll actually ring the bell again. But this time we're going to actually mobilize these as well. As part of this move, we can move these archers. So let's kind of move this house for now, just to see how we can get these archers here. So we'll have these archers mobilized as well. And maybe we can keep the guards back with the church, but the archers can potentially fire into this crowd. So we'll have our first archer volley into that crowd. We'll also ring the bell again. So with this one action, we can do a number of things, and then we'll plan for mobilizing this troop as well. And we can also use one action. So from this one action, the bishop can ring the bell again. So we get our first peasant to the church, our first citizen to the church. We get this citizen to move closer to the church, closer, 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 closer. So running a channel right through the battlefield, which could be dangerous business. But oh, and actually these peasants are now inside the church. So we've actually gotten 2 of our peasants inside the church. We will also have our English player. I think this is Erwan. He will roll again to talk to the guide, and we get the shield, which is the victory roll. So we get to look at both of these tokens, and it's revealed that the English are going to try to bring their cart to this road. So they're going to march the cart through here. So at least we know the strategy of that. So I think that when we move our forces of, let's get this guy's name correctly. This is the forces of Amaury de Crone's army. So he will move with this activation order. These knights, mounted knights, can move this way. And this is bow. This will switch this up, and we'll have this mounted knight with the mounted cavalry. And we'll have the footmen on board. That guy's name is Boisicote, whatever his name is. So we'll have them all move forward as well. So they've got the rally point here. Just move that tree back for the moment. So these are their crossbowmen preparing, and we've got the mounted cavalry, and we also have a number of sergeant at arms there. So those are mobilized. And bells rung. We've got 2 citizens here. We were able to successfully talk to that citizen. I believe we can launch a volley of archers into this group here. So unfortunately it's only the 1, but let's roll it anyway. We get the 2 yellow. At the start of the game, receive 1 stakes as a bonus action. You may place stakes in the bowman's area at the start of the game. When attacking, shield becomes a push. Okay. And they're going to fire into these pikemen. So I believe they get a defense. The pikemen over here. Yes, these pikemen, they have a yellow defense. So 2 yellow attack, 2 yellow defense. So attack, defense. So it becomes a push. So it's just maybe these pikemen are pushed back, something like this. And that's fair enough. Let's that's resolving both of these actions, so we can clear these out. And then next up, we will place the charge and actions from. Again, we have to pay for our mounted Black Knight. Let's have a charge order here, and let's have this attack here. So all these archers will now fire onto, so English archers firing onto the French. And we also can move our cart. Let's move our cart forward to here. We'll have these pikemen also moving forward. And we'll have our fearless leader here as well. As one action. These 3 archers will all get to go. So those bowmen will fire into the French here. So it's 2 again versus halberdiers or volguers here. So these get a defense of a red and a white. So let's have 3 attacks. 1, 2, and a push, and then we can just take one of these, this block, and just roll that one. So we get basically 2 pushes, but let's just see our damage, our defense. A block that, and then one more defense, and then one more defense. So we block one of the push, and we actually get some of our men get pushed back to here from the volley. And then last on the board here, we've got so we've made forward motion with the cart. We can also do a charge to here with our charge attack. We can clear the way somewhat for our we'll clear the way somewhat for the cart to pass through. And I think that is going to wrap it up for round number 2. So let's say the game is afoot now, right? So we've got citizens coming to the bell. We've got an anticipatory force of mounted cavalry, crossbowmen, sergeants at arms, and our French heroes getting ready to intercept them at the pass by the well here. And initial combat just resolving in pushes, some lobbies of arrow bowmen. Let's see what we get to in the next round. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in round 3. Bye-bye.